covered at any point.
But is there a reason?
Yeah, there's definitely a reason. Like I explained to him, he doesn't want to talk to me. Like I explained to the other individual, I'm just documenting the event, walking around. A lot of people friendly, waving hi and hello.
Right here.
No, of course I can. Anywhere that's public, I can record, ma'am. I don't. No offense. I'm not trying to be rude or mean. No disrespect, but.
What up, Walt?
Other places. Yeah, I'm just being respectful for the people.
Yeah, that's why I'm staying back over here, and I'm not zooming in on them. And just so you know, from the angle when they're getting help, I just have their backs are towards me. I can't even see their faces. So just an idea, maybe for future events, just a word of friendly advice. Maybe let's do like a full, like a wall tent where people can get in if you really feel like people shouldn't look.
Walt K in the house.
Let me just ask you, seriously, man, I'm not trying to give you a hard time.
Jenny in the house. Hell yeah.
I had ill will. Do you think with today's technology, I'd get her in broad daylight with a camera when I could hide a camera?
Christy in the house.
You guys would never even know.
Missouri, old dog in the house. Robert in the house. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Thanks for joining for the Q&A. We're going to try to do this probably daily to every other day, just to do a little Q&A, get to know everyone, and buy time in between when I'm not out there actually recording. Great way to show support by checking out my live streams, watching some of my videos, and do some binge watching. And FYI, guys, I do not smoke. That's just a prop. Fake cigarette. My daughter bought it for me. She got a couple for herself and thought it would be a good prop when I walk in some government buildings. Just maybe have this fake cigarette.
That's unacceptable.
Walt, thanks for the support. Appreciate you, brother. Gallon of gas is an extra gallon, an extra 40, 50 miles we get to go out there.
Am I allowed to look?
Appreciate it. Brent, what up? Wayne, what up? Marina, California. I was just actually about to head over to Marina today, but decided I had some other stuff to do.
I'm just documenting, guys.
I think didn't Marina, I can't remember, I think I saw on the news over in Marina, didn't the Vallejo or whatever, the gas station, I heard like the canopy where you pump your gas collapsed, crushing a couple vehicles yesterday or the day before, I think, over in Marina, California.
Hello. What's your name? Guy with the camera, how are you?
YG in the house. Leon, what up, what up? Thanks for joining.
Yeah, like I explained to like 3 people already. I'm just walking around documenting the special event. I was actually on the
doing fine. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. What up, what up?
Hello. I've been talking about the cool vehicles and the artwork on it.
And guys, if anybody wants to reach out, you guys can always reach out on Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, just to be clear. I also have a new email dedicated for this AX1, like the number 1 numeric, AX1 audits at yahoo.com. So AX1 audits at yahoo.com. Feel free to reach out if you guys got any videos you want me to see. You went out and did some recording yourself and feel it needs a little more extra exposure. Let me know. Today we are watching a video when I was over in Salinas. There was like a bike race going on, and the finish line ended up in Salinas. I think there was multiple stages, and it's funny, they're in the middle of a park. This is a park open to the public. It's not blocked off by the city. They just have, a bunch of, they got permits, to do all this. There's actually people walking around with giant camera gear recording everywhere. How many of the cyclists have cameras on their, maybe their helmets or their bikes or whatever, little GoPros. Yet somehow when I'm walking around, I'm actually on the sidewalk. I'm not even on the grass at the moment. I'm just walking around and they start freaking out. They start pulling out like HIPAA laws. And like, I don't know, guys. I don't think they're doing any major procedures over here. And that's definitely not my goal. My goal is to make sure they respect my rights. But let me ask you this. If you're going to do medical procedures, this is not it right here, but don't you think it would make sense to get a tent that actually has walls on it? If you're going to do it right in a park setting that's open to the public, right next to a sidewalk? Come on now. But they try to blame me like I'm the bad guy.
What you guys are doing. Yeah. I am documenting the procedures over here. This is part of it. I've been doing the whole perimeter. Yeah. And the first person that came up, rather than saying like you, like, hey, how are you? Shaking my hand.
LA in the house. Hell yeah. I'm originally from West Covina. We actually had for my work, we had a business down there over in Santa Fe Springs near Santa Fe Springs, Whittier, and we service like Santa Monica, West Hollywood, Culver City, all those areas. That was a while ago, though.
Inches from you, you probably take that as a sign of aggression. But I wouldn't do that to someone. I like to treat others as they treat me.
Earth Angel, hell yeah. She'll slip your punches. Hell yeah. I haven't talked to you for a while. Appreciate you joining. We're just watching this video.
If they would have approached me a little more cordially and respectful in the beginning, and like I said too, their backs were to me. I couldn't even see their faces.
Yeah, Delray area. I've actually been out kind of near there, near Santa Monica, I believe.
You're probably not going to hear anything that they're actually saying from 10 feet away on there. I mean, I could easily walk over there 3 feet from there because this is a public park, but I'm not doing that out of respect. And that's why I'm not walking in the front where I can see their faces. I was just in the back over here documenting. I try to get a little.
What up, everyone? Let me know where you're watching from. Yeah, Santa Monica next to Venice Beach. Yes.
Yeah, I know.
I don't remember the name, but there's actually a nice little family-owned supermarket right in the middle of Santa Monica. I'm not talking about Vincente Foods. I think that's Culver City or LA, but there's a little tiny market technically, and it's a kind of looks like a surfer dude, maybe in his 40s or 50s, maybe a little older. I don't know, but he's actually up here from Santa Cruz area. I think Boulder Creek, if I remember correctly. I got to meet him one time when I was out there. But cool dude, cool place. And I actually, when I was out there working for my job, got to meet Adam Sandler. Got a picture with him as well, or a picture of him. It was funny when I was at, I think it was Vincente Foods, as a vendor, a sales rep. I was inside the store, and Adam Sandler comes knocking up at the window, the glass window. The store doesn't open until like, let's say 8 o'clock. I don't remember exactly, but 8 a.m. And he came a little early with his 2 daughters. They were younger at the time. They had their school uniforms on. And he was just kind of knocking at the door and making faces at the window, and making faces to all the staff in there. He wanted to, what do you call it? He wanted them to open early, so they did open early for him and let him go in there. And he was a cool guy. He was dressed in the usual, just wearing a shorts and a t-shirt. Let's get back into it, guys. And for those of you just joining, this video right here again was Salinas, California. This was the end of a bike race, one of the stages. It's in the middle of a public park. You can't see from there, but I'm standing on the sidewalk next to the public park. It's open to the public. It's not closed off. There's people walking around there that have, bright shirts that say media with cameras everywhere. But somehow when they see me with my camera, they started freaking out. You can't see, but they have another tent, kind of like one of those with no walls on it. And they say, like, oh, they're trying to say I'm violating HIPAA laws. It's like, come on, man. Like, I hope you're not doing anything, how do you say, have any anything confidential, medically related, where I could see it from the sidewalk. So they are the ones failing, not me.
But our event medical team has expressed its production.
And Walt K, thanks again for the donation. I appreciate you, brother.
Maybe you could be on my side on that one.
Well,
especially when they're busting out HIPAA laws. When HIPAA laws, a lot of people are confused about HIPAA laws the way they work.
Yeah, that area is definitely nice.
I think that our medical professionals on site are confused about how HIPAA.
They are, because they were saying it was against
Slip
HIPAA
your
laws.
punches. Yeah, you remember this one. I think I did this, I don't remember, maybe a year ago or so, give or take.
HIPAA laws explain. HIPAA laws apply to the medical profession.
Bay Area, hell yeah. I need to get out there a little more often. It's hard with my back, but I'm going to try, definitely.
Walking on a sidewalk. And if you're saying I'm distracting you guys, just a word of advice, get back to work. It's that simple. Not to be mean or anything, but you're saying I'm distracting you. I was literally minding my own business, not saying a word to anyone other than hello or a friendly wave if they waved at me.
Andrew, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, thank you. So look at this. This is their medical tent, and they're mad at me because I'm recording.
What is strange is that you're hovering next to our medical tent.
Sir, so just so you know, again, I was going around the whole grounds, and I was literally over there. I wasn't hovering.
Right now is that
We're confused.
next to our medical tent.
Yeah, we're confused.
So they don't want me standing next to it like it's my fault that they're doing it in the open.
So maybe relocate it then.
Be comfortable moving on from this space.
When I finish getting my shots, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not going to be here all day.
What are you doing with this?
Well, I can't disclose that. That would jeopardize the integrity of what I'm working on.
That's interesting. All right. Well,
So I come in peace. So I can tell you this. I come in peace. I'm not here to get anyone's confidential information. I'm not here to...
I might have to call 911 and report harassment.
If you, sir, the only one harassing people are you harassing me. So if you want to get yourself in trouble and waste resources, go for it.
Sure. Okay. Well, I can check in with them.
They're going to educate. They're going to educate.
Yeah.
They might just do it over the phone because they know who I am. However, if they don't want to do it, the acting chief knows who I am. They all know who I am. Oh no, definitely not. That's kind of personal.
Now let me ask you this, guys. Let me know in the comment section. I'm walking around. This is a public park, open to the public. I'm on the sidewalk. You can't tell, but I'm on the sidewalk where there's literally cars parked on one side. There's the open park. The park's not closed off or roped off. They have a tent over there with no walls on it. I'm walking around peacefully recording, minding my own business, not saying a word to anyone other than usually like maybe hello or how are you just when I walk by. I'm not sticking cameras in people's faces. I'm not following people. I'm not calling names. Does this sound like I'm harassing someone just because I don't bow down and just put my camera away because he wants me to? I mean, is this not America? Do we not have rights here? What's going on, guys? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? And again, that's not a real cigarette, guys. That's just a prop. I thought I would take it into some city buildings when I'm walking around doing public records to see if they tell me to put that out. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments. Am I harassing them for walking around peacefully, even though he's the one that frickin' approached me? Or are they harassing me, trying to violate my rights? Let's get back into it.
Personal. I usually don't talk to strangers, but just because I'm trying to be nice.
What up, Brent? What up?
So guys, I'm about 15 feet away.
Why am I recording the computer? I guess you're not aware, but you can't see the screen, maybe? That's why?
If they say I'm harassing
You're welcome.
I wasn't saying a word to anyone, yet they're the ones that came up, and I have it documented, that they put their hands inches from my...
I'm not super high tech. I'm pretty sure there is a way for me to play actual video on here on my little mobile device and then do a live stream where you're just watching the actual video. I've seen other people do it, I feel like. I just haven't learned how to do it yet. I don't live stream too often, just so you know. But that is why. You're welcome. Any other complaints?
My face. I guarantee if I walked up to someone and put my hands inches within their face, that would be a sign of aggression.
Yikes, be careful. Those sneezes can be dangerous.
Get a shot of this vehicle.
There definitely used to be a time, but now it seems like camera phobia is a real thing for most people. At least people who have maybe have done, how do you say, things they shouldn't have done.
I'm still holding up that
Richard Phillips, appreciate my man. I'm trying. Thank you.
He's on the phone because I'm taking pictures and video, wasting resources.
You said it's a question, but yeah, maybe it's a question. Maybe I overdid it. I'm just saying I'm not super high tech. You know, don't take it the wrong way. I'm not super high tech. I'm just trying to. I don't go live that often. In 6 or 7 years, on average, I probably used to go live maybe a couple times a year, if that.
Right in my face. I could easily walk on that side and get everything, but I'm not.
The guy on the screen who's your dad. Which one?
And there's no one being helped right now, but they're still trying to block me. It'll be interesting to see if the PD come.
Which one was your dad? The guy I was talking to with the holes in his ear, or which one? There's a few people. That guy? I don't know.
Got a couple of parents saying that they're calling the PD because I'm out on the sidewalk peacefully recording. A couple of Karens calling the police because I'm on a public sidewalk taking pictures.
We're talking about this gentleman right here. That's your dad, or Sparks, let me know. Which auditor do I audit with the most? Definitely Angry Vet Audits, just because of the simple fact, not only does he always got my back, he's always cordial and respectful. But, you know, he's only like an hour away. So, you know, we pretty much, you know, it's easy for us to collaborate. Mr. Nathaniel, I've audited with him a few times over the years. He's definitely super, how do you say, professional. He's an OG in the auditing community. Even though we have slightly different styles, you know, which we sometimes agree, sometimes we don't. But he's about 3.5 hours away each direction. So with my back and everything, and he doesn't drive. He usually takes like the train or, you know, sometimes he flies, but he takes a train or a bus or whatever. I think it's a train. So it's hard for us to link up too much. But yeah, there you go. Let's see. Oakland is 55 million in debt. There won't be any cops soon. Yeah, I believe it. I like your watch. I don't even think I have a watch on right now, but I usually do have my watch. I don't think I even have it up here on my desk. Maybe we're talking about from the video. I'm not sure. I might have had my black, kind of like a diver's watch on. Nobody should be smoking meth or doing anything. Come on now. Let's ask some serious questions. Let's get back into it.
Video, not take a word to anyone unless spoken to. LOL. We'll see what happens.
And again, guys, we got 52 people in here, but only 18 likes. Go ahead and smash that like button, guys. Tap it a bunch of times.
Well, that's a relief, man.
FYI, the police never came. I think he's trying to scare
The
me.
police aren't going to do anything. They're not going to get my name. They can't force me to leave. They're just wasting resources when they could be out fighting real crime.
It's entirely possible.
No, but they're not feelings enforcement. They're law enforcement. If I was breaking a law, I would understand. But why would you want to waste resources in a town that has a huge crime problem?
So again, guys, you can see I'm on the sidewalk right here. I could go on the grass. I did walk on it later on. This is a public park. This is how close to the sidewalk they have their little medical canopy. It's not even a tent. It doesn't have any walls. Look how silly they are, guys. Look at that. They're grabbing like pieces of foil or whatever, like little space blankets, and trying to put it up so I can't see anything, which is fine. That's the onus falls on them to create that privacy. But look at them freaking out. And then he's saying I'm harassing them just because I was peacefully walking around, videoing, checking out all the cool vehicles, waving hi to some of the bikers. And they literally have probably 3 or 4 people with, you know, giant colored shirts that say press with huge camera rigs. I mean, like, you know, probably $20,000 camera rigs walking around recording. How many of the cyclists have, you know, GoPros or whatever? But he's mad because I'm walking around. Like, I can't see anything. My goal is not to, you know, try to, how do you say, get someone's medical info. But if I was, why would they keep that medical info so close to the sidewalk? Why in the hell, if whoever's organizing this, why did they not get a tent that actually has frickin' walls? It's not rocket science, guys. Let's get back into it.
You don't think they have other things to do or better things to do? And let's just say they did want to violate my rights. Are you comfortable knowing that they would possibly arrest me or give me a citation for peacefully taking pictures in America on a public sidewalk? Would you be able to sleep at night knowing that?
How did this start? Well, let me show you. So
That as a yes.
I'm going to go back a little bit so you can see.
I wonder if they have permits for all these banners, these little sandwich boards. Typically on one block, you can only have one sandwich board. I'm not sure.
So you can see I'm just peacefully recording, and then watch, they're going to start freaking out in case you missed it. No one else is really freaking out. I'm just getting some, you know, content, you know, the event. It's newsworthy content, just checking everything out. How many of those cyclists have GoPros too? You know, I would say probably at least a few dozen. So in case you missed it, watch. You're going to see it coming up soon. Most of the people here were actually pretty cool and just saying hello or ignoring me. It was just a couple of them that kind of freaked out. It's mind-boggling how they freak out over the camera. Rather than just wave hello, throw up a peace sign. And again, this is the medical area right here, guys. Now, I want to be clear. This is a little medical area. It's right next to the sidewalk. It's a public park. If they're not doing major procedures here. This is like, maybe someone was having trouble when they were coming back. Maybe they're having a reaction or, trouble breathing or something. They're just, checking them out. Maybe they got a little scrape or a little boo-boo, putting a bandage on it. They're not doing open heart surgery. There's no medical files laying around where I can see everything. They're not stripping people naked, trying to operate on them. It's just a little medical booth, man. It's not a big deal. But if they did want it to be private, is it wrong of me because I'm walking around the whole park? And again, keep in mind, there's other people with GoPros. There was other people with actual press cameras. And even anyone can be pressed. But do you think I'm the troublemaker because I'm just observing? I'm kind of, disseminating this information to the public of what's going on in Salinas, California. Don't you think they should have just got a tent that actually had a fucking wall? Sorry for the language, guys, but I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a hard solution. It's an easy fucking solution. If you're going to have a medical tent, maybe get something with fucking walls on it if you're going to do it in the middle of the goddamn park. That's just my humble opinion, though. What do you think? Let's get back into it. The threat wasn't there an audit where a lady threatened you with a pepper spray? You're probably I don't know if I posted my version of it yet. I can't remember, but that was over in Pleasanton, California. Angry Vet Audits posted it. We were both out there doing some peaceful recording on a sidewalk, and I went back to my vehicle to get something, and he was, over on the sidewalk, and this older couple that was outdoor dining kind of got his attention. One of the guys, from what I heard, flipped him off. And then we started recording, obviously, because they got our attention from the sidewalk peacefully. And she used pepper spray to get mad. She started kind of brandished it. She took it out of her pocket, walking towards us, not thinking hey, wait a minute. If she's not ready to use it, she probably shouldn't be brandishing it. But go check out AVA for that video. And again, guys, make sure to tap that like button a few times. Leave some comments. 70 people watching. There was up to 80 something, and there's only 26 likes, man. Come on, show a little support. Show a little love. Let me know you got my back. Leave some comments. Tap that like button, guys. And from time to time, share some of my videos. Do some binge watching. Great way to help me out. This is where she starts freaking out. Now, guys, I just want to be clear. HIPAA does not apply to the untrained person. It doesn't apply to your everyday citizen. HIPAA is for the medical professionals, mostly the insurance companies. It's basically, to make it simplified, HIPAA basically means the medical insurance carriers, maybe the healthcare providers, at the hospital, for example, they need to keep your information private. It's about information. It doesn't mean you can't record a hospital from the street or the sidewalk. I mean, it doesn't mean Google Earth can't go by and look at it. It doesn't mean you can't look at it. If there's anything confidential that I shouldn't see, they need to protect it, not me. Let's get back into it. And I just want to be clear. She would like me not to record, but I'm allowed to record. It's that fucking simple. Kenneth, what up? What up? Thanks for joining.
Public area. That's silly. This is a public park. I'm out on the sidewalk.
Did he just say this is a private medical event? This is a bike race. Let me go back just a little bit and see what he just said.
No, I'm not going to leave a public area. That's silly. This is a public park. I'm out on the sidewalk until she got right in my face. And now she forced me into the streets. If I get injured, I'm holding you accountable. Don't approach me again. And don't try to bust out HIPAA laws in public. That doesn't apply to me. So just so you know what HIPAA laws, a lot of people are confused. It actually applies to like the health providers, the insurance carriers of people's information. It doesn't apply to someone on the street randomly taking pictures or video. I'm just documenting the event that you got in my face really rude. You could have asked what I was doing. You just came up and put your hand right in my face.
In my house, Brent.
I've been walking around
at my desk.
While people wave hi to me. Yeah, I'm documenting.
California, baby.
Documenting. So here's an idea. If you really feel that they have something that people shouldn't see around these 1,000 other people, maybe put a tent around them. Or if I want to stay here, let me get your name tag. Perfect. Thank you.
What's up?
You gotta admit, she was kind of silly, don't you think?
I think she was silly. What do you guys think?
Can you imagine if I walked up to another grown human being and put my hand in their face aggressively? You don't care? You don't care about other people's feelings?
Yeah, this makes sense being Cali. Just reading a comment. It's funny. I always think it's interesting when people leave comments, and I get it. You know, California, just to be clear, is such a huge state. I mean, we're almost like a small country by itself. You're just going to see more videos in general. But this kind of behavior, just from, public workers, from volunteers, from, security guards, I'm just giving you a whole array. This kind of tyrannical behavior and how do you say, just the way the behavior is a nationwide problem. It's not just in California. I guarantee it, if you were to start surfing to YouTube, looking for videos of irate people freaking out over a camera or cops violating people's rights, there's not going to be a single state that doesn't have it happening. You might not see it that often in the smaller states. You might not see it that often, for example, in Hawaii, where I've done a few there. You might not see it that much in Alaska because there's not a lot, people going over there. But trust me, this is a nationwide problem. It's not just California. Come on now. Let's get real.
Why are you here then? Isn't this like a fundraising type event for awareness? But you don't care about people?
California weather. It's been raining off and on the last few days. Not super cold, maybe in the 60s in the daytime, and maybe anywhere from the mid 30s to probably low 40s in the night.
Hi, sir. I'm sorry. We cannot do videotaping.
Not gonna happen, sorry.
What's going on right here? We can't have you.
Here, you can cover it. You're welcome to cover it at any point.
But is there a reason?
Yeah, there's definitely a reason. Like I explained to him, he doesn't want to talk to me. Like I explained to the other individual, I'm just documenting the event, walking around, a lot of people friendly, waving hi and hello.
Right here.
No, of course I can. Anywhere that's public, I can record, ma'am. No offense, I'm not trying to be rude.
You're absolutely right. There's going to be more videos exposing this, type of behavior, tyrannical behavior from cops, public officials, Karens, Darrens, whatever, just because there's so many people doing what we do in California, because California is just it's like a small country, man. We support most of the other part of the country. So, of course, you're going to, just by the pure population, you're going to have more people auditing and exposing versus, say, going to the middle of, Omaha or something, or just middle of nowhere. Let's get back into it.
No, I absolutely
No
aware,
disrespect, but I don't need directives.
Other places, yeah.
Barney Fife's sisters. Yep, yep.
Yeah. That's why it's
Smash that like button, guys. Tap the screen. Let's go.
they're getting help. I just have to turn back for toys.
And again, Walt K, if you're still in the house, thanks for the donation. Helps keep me on the road just a little longer.
So just an idea, maybe for future events, just a word of friendly advice. Maybe let's do like a full, like a wall tent where people can get in if you really feel that people shouldn't look. So let me ask you this: in today's, let me just ask you seriously, man. I'm not trying to.
You're right. You're right.
In today's day and age, let's just say I had ill will. Do you think with today's technology, I'd be out here in broad day?
Great question. I've been in Anaheim a few times on business when we had another business over there for my work. As far as auditing goes, I have done a few in SoCal, but I haven't done any out there yet. I do want to hit up the LA area in the future once my back's a little better and I back on track with work, financially. But my goal is to definitely hit up LA County in general, Orange County, LA County, hit up West Covina, got to hit up, Anaheim, just everywhere, Culver City, Santa Monica, but there's so many auditors out there. It's not really necessary for me to be out there, but I do want to get out there. Let's go. It's on my wish list. Maybe if I win the lottery, or maybe there's a multi-millionaire out there that wants to donate one of those, what do you call it? Splinter vans? I'm not saying that right. Sprinter vans. What do you call it? Where it has like a little bed, a little shower in there where I could just travel, maybe a couple times a month. And, if I get tired, I can just pull over and rest my back and then get back out there and audit. That's my goal in the future.
Hey, look at the camera when I could hide a camera, my glasses, a pen, you guys would never even know. All right, take care.
Andrew, thank you for the support. Appreciate it.
There, guys. Yeah, don't engage. Yeah, it's better not to engage.
You're right, little by little, not just in LA, but there have been quite a few auditors disappearing here and there. You guys remember News Now Houston, I think was his name, David Earl. He was a predator. NorCal Cop Watch, he got exposed for some stuff. I can't say what's legit, what's not. As far as SoCal, what was it? Riverside Accountability. Now, to be honest, guys, I'll say this straight up, man. And you guys want to save it and pass it on to him. I saw some videos where Riverside Accountability was pepper spraying people that were already down. If you want to fight someone, I don't condone it. But if you're going to fight someone, man, don't pepper spray them when they're down. It's for self-defense. Honestly, guys, in my humble opinion, that was a kitty cat move, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, we got to be careful, man. Too many of us getting arrested for stupid shit or getting our rights violated. We got to be careful. It's, we want, we may lose some of the battles, but we need to win the war on freedom. And we can't do that from inside a jail cell.
I'm just documenting now.
Long Beach Observer. Yeah, I used to chat with him once in a while, but yeah, I haven't seen him for a while either. Not only Long Beach Observer, but if you remember, I know he just appeared recently, but Slow County Observer, he was one of my favorites out there because he was always kind of mellow in general. He disappeared for like almost a year. I don't know if he was locked up or what happened or if he was just taking a break. He did resurface recently, I remember, but yeah, little by little, man. It's not for everybody. I've been doing this for about 6 or 7 years. I'm not doing it for the money. I actually lose money every time I go out there and do this. I do it because I believe in our freedom, guys. I'm tired of our rights being trampled on. I'm tired of public officials and law enforcement especially, trying to intimidate citizens, trying to, not uphold their oath. And it's just mind-boggling, in my humble opinion, how many people freak out over a camera. If it was me, if I was running a business, guys, even if it was not a public official, it's a private business that I have open to the public, or I have a warehouse somewhere, and I seen someone out there recording, just ignore them. Or maybe go say, hello, how are you? Can I get you a bottle of water? Do you have any questions? Would you like to set up a tour? Hey, if I got time right now, I'll even offer them a tour right away. But to come out freaking out because you don't understand why they're doing it, or you think you have the power, like you're entitled to tell them when and where to take pictures, is mind-boggling. I tell you what, guys, 3-4 years ago, I don't remember when, I just happened to be walking by my front door. Because it's funny, some of the bootlickers are like, we're going to go record in front of your house. It's funny how they compare me recording on a fucking sidewalk in broad daylight at a public park to go into someone's house. Do you know how many people shoot me out private messages on a daily basis saying, Anthony, I know where this cop lives, or I know where this public official lives. Here's his phone number. Here's his address. I don't give a fucking shit, guys, because I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to go to someone's house, even if it's a cop that I hate, a public official I hate. I'm not going to go and start doxing them. I'm not going to start, how do you say, I might, put their work phone numbers up. I'll expose them that way. I'll show the video of them acting crazy, but I'm not going to go to their house and put their family through that. But the funny thing is, guys, I've told those trolls and bootlickers, you want to come to my house and record, you're welcome to, as long as you do it peacefully. I'll even bring you out a fucking bottle of water, maybe order you some Dominoes or something, on there. That's fine. Just don't get stupid, but it's going to be a boring video because my back is out, guys. When I'm not exercising or stretching, I'm laying down half the fucking day. My schedule is all fucked up. But if you want to stay out in front of my house for 12 hours so you might see me for 10 seconds, hey, that's on you. Go for it. But here's the interesting thing. Like 3 or 4 years ago, people always ask, or the bootlickers, the trolls are like, Anthony, how would you like it if we came to your house? And again, I wouldn't honestly mind as long as you're not harassing us. But if you just want to take some pictures, I mean, it's a free country. 3 or 4 years ago, this truck drove by. It was a man and wife, husband and wife, it looked like, a man and woman. They stopped right in front of my house on the street. They had their camera out. They were aiming it towards my front porch, to my yard, to the front of my house. I just happened to be walking by the front door, which I had halfway open, ajar, and I noticed them. So I just kind of peeked out a little because, I was curious, but I didn't freak out saying, oh, you can't record. What are you doing? I'm going to call the police. I just kind of looked at them. I don't remember. I think I waved to them like, hey, and then I went to close the door and go back inside. That's when they volunteered and said, oh, our parents are the ones that actually built this house originally, and we love what you did with the yard, and the landscape and all that stuff. But I didn't expect them. I didn't think I was entitled to get answers. I just waved hi, and if they want to talk to me, great. If they don't, it's not my fucking business. As long as they're not harassing me, they're not blocking my driveway where I can't get in or out or whatever. I mean, that's just life, man. But camera phobia is real, guys. I shit you not. The people and the funny thing is, when you really, obviously the bootlickers and the trolls, which I know there's some in here probably watching low key, they don't think rationally. They don't like logic. They don't like rational thinking. They just like to point fingers and blame other people for your own actions. Because it's funny. I could be out there recording peacefully, walking around, keeping a safe distance, not saying a word to anyone other than maybe hello. But the funny thing is, the trolls are the ones, or the Karens, the Darrens are the ones that come up with their cameras and they put it in your face. How do you like it? How do you, thinking that they're giving us a dose of our own medicine. I've never once, you watch my videos, guys, for 6 or 7 years, I've never once walked up to someone and just randomly put my camera in their face or started cussing them out or, flipping them off or deliberately trying to antagonize. I usually just record peacefully. I might say hello. Sometimes I'll go action, simple, peaceful stuff from a distance. But it's funny how they always like to blame people. Let's get back into it.
She walked up right to my face, put her camera inches within me, backed me up into the street where I could have tripped and hurt myself. I have a bad back. That's unacceptable.
It is. But, I mean, you can do it anywhere.
So how come everyone here's allowed to look, but I can't record?
Yes, you could definitely buy a billboard and go park it at the cop's house or whatever, kind of like a Long Island audit. And that was an extreme case where they were really hardcore violating his rights. So in my opinion, it was justified. But let's just say I did want to put the money into a billboard's different because it's just out in the public. You're exposing, that's fine. But as far as going up to someone's house, just because you got an a-hole cop or public worker, I'm not going to put their family through it. I just don't. That's just not me, guys. I'm not going to go park a truck in front of someone's house because, you know what? I feel like there's, just like in war, guys, there's got to be rules of engagement. And to me, that's just like a cop. If they're eating lunch, I'm not going to walk in the restaurant while they're eating lunch and say, hey, give me your name and badge number. I'm going to wait till they're done eating. Or I might go record their police car when it's outside. And if they want to come out to me and talk to me, that's fine. But I'm not going to go and bother them when they're on their lunch. I'm not going to go to their house. That's just, to me, that's a low blow. What do you think, guys?
I mean, what if I just have a really good memory? If I turn my phone off, am I allowed to look? That's just silly. are freaking out. I'm just documenting, guys. Hello.
Hey, what's your name?
Guy with the camera, how are you?
Yeah, hey, what's
I'm
your
just getting back up for the Zoom.
That's fine. Can I ask what you're doing here?
Yeah, like I explained to like 3 people already. I'm just walking around documenting the special event. I didn't even know it was happening.
Yeah.
A lot of people friendly waving hi to me and hello. I'm getting shots of all the cool vehicles and the artwork on it.
Yeah.
I'm a supporter of what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
I am documenting the procedures over here. This was part of it. I've been doing the whole perimeter.
Yeah.
And your first person that came up, rather than saying,
Well, I believe it.
hey, how are you? Shaking my hand. Really walk. I'm not going to do it too out of respect. But came up inches within my face, putting your hand like this, backing me up into the street,
Yeah.
where I almost tripped on that curb, and I have a bag back, and I told her I was going to hold you accountable to get back together in the street. You know, on there. There's a little thing in America we have called space, you know, on there. And even though this is, you know, public, there's a personal space. So, like, if I were to walk up right, you know, inches from you, you'd probably take that as a sign of aggression.
Yeah.
You know, but I wouldn't do that to someone. I like to treat others as they treat me.
I find, do you understand it feels a little strange to
Well,
have
it-
someone you don't
yeah.
know videoing a medical team of the special
Like I said though, like I explained to the second person though, I was just walking around with documenting everything. If they would have approached me a little more cordially and respectful in the beginning,
Yeah.
and like I said too, their backs were to me. I couldn't even see the faces of the people they were helping. I can't zoom in on any medical stuff. There's wind. This is an old phone. You're probably not going to hear anything that they're actually saying from 10 feet away on there. I mean, I could easily walk over there and get 3 feet from there because this is a public park, but I'm not doing that out of respect.
You sure
And that's why I'm not walking in the front where I can see their faces. I was just in the back over here documenting. I try to get a little section of each different part of the area.
I think, sir, what I'd like to let you know is this is a public park.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to take video.
Yeah, I know.
He thinks I need his permission.
But our event medical team has expressed to me the director of production for this event. We're making them uncomfortable.
Well, can you let them know that them walking up to me and backing me into the street and trying to impede on my rights makes me uncomfortable?
Sure.
So maybe you could be on my side on that one.
Well, my
Especially when they're busting out HIPAA laws, when HIPAA laws, a lot of people are confused about HIPAA laws the way they work.
Yeah,
I don't know if you're familiar with them or
I
not.
don't think that our medical professionals on site are confused about how
They are, because they were saying it was against HIPAA laws for me to record. So
Sir.
HIPAA, let me explain. I'll let you sign.
Sir, what you're
HIPAA laws, HIPAA laws,
a distraction.
HIPAA laws explain, HIPAA laws apply to the medical professions and those protecting your personal information like insurance carriers. They don't apply to a person walking on a sidewalk. And if you're saying I'm distracting you guys, just a word of advice, get back to work. It's that simple. Not to be mean or anything, but you're saying I'm distracting you. I was literally minding my own business, not saying a word to anyone other than hello or a friendly wave, but they waved at me.
I think
So maybe let them know not to bother me.
I think most people would be uncomfortable with what you're doing.
Taking pictures and video. I wonder how many of the cyclists have body cam on their
Well, you
helmets.
know what is strange is that you're hovering next to our medical tent,
Sir, so just so you know, again, I was going around the whole grounds,
What I'm
and I was
seeing,
literally over there.
what
I
I'm
wasn't
seeing
hovering.
right now is that we are
Well,
supposed
you're
to be
confused.
next to our medical tent,
Yeah, well, you're confused.
which is uncomfortable for me and the rest of my team.
So maybe relocate it
Would you
then.
be comfortable moving on from this space
When I
here?
finish getting my shots, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not going to be here all day.
What are you doing with this?
Oh, I can't disclose that. That would jeopardize the integrity of what I'm working on.
That's interesting. All right. Well,
But I come in peace, so I can tell you this. I come in peace.
Yeah.
I'm not here to get anyone's confidential information. I'm not here to...
I might have to call 911 and report harassment if
If
you're not
you,
willing to.
sir,
Again, guys, me recording on the sidewalk at a public park, I didn't approach them. He approached me. They were the ones getting in my face, backing me up so I wouldn't have to touch them, where I almost tripped on the curb by getting towards the street. Who's harassing who? Are they harassing me or am I harassing them? They could just leave me alone and let me walk around peacefully and do my thing. But because they're trying to impede on my rights, that's why I'm staying a little longer, so they know that they cannot force me when and where to take pictures. What do you think, though, guys? Is me walking around taking a picture harassment? Does that mean every cyclist that has a GoPro, every car that drives by with a dash camera, are they harassing people? What about the 2 or 3 press members? You're going to see some of them later with their giant cameras, their $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 setups. Are they harassing people because they're walking around?
the only one harassing people are you harassing me. So if you want to get yourself in trouble and waste resources, go for it.
Yeah, Teslas have like what, 5 or 6 cameras?
They're going to educate you.
Yeah.
They might just do it over the phone because they know who I am. However, if they don't want to do
The
it,
event
the chief knows
was a
who I
bike
am,
race.
they
I
all know
think
who
it
I
was
am.
for I don't remember
Oh, no,
what,
definitely not.
some kind of
That's not
fundraiser, but this is
personal.
where they finished.
I usually don't talk to strangers, but just because I'm trying to be nice. So guys, I'm about 15 feet away. They're harassing me. They backed me up into the street at one point, and now they're calling because they say I'm harassing them when I wasn't saying a word to anyone. Yet they're the ones that came up, and I have it documented that they put their hands inches from my face. I guarantee if I walked up
You're
to
right,
someone
Andrew. You're
and
right.
put my hands inches within their face, that would be a sign of aggression. Woo! Let's get a shot of this vehicle. Cool decorations. I like your guys' decorations. I'm still holding up that tarp. He's on the phone because I'm taking pictures and video, wasting resources.
Now, guys, I just want to point out, if you look right here, I don't think this tent was here earlier. I think, I could be wrong, they just put up this little tent so they could put people that are getting medical help inside of it. You want privacy, you create it. Word of advice, next time they hold another event like this, get one of these tents or whatever, but get something with fucking walls on the side. Especially if you're going to have it at an open park next to a sidewalk. Unreal.
And guys, I'm not wearing a mask. I'm not hiding in bushes. I was simply on the sidewalk there until they kind of pushed me back a little bit. And when I say push me back, I mean I had to go back if I didn't want their hand right in my face. I could easily walk on that side and get everything, but I'm not doing that. They're just being kind of silly. And there's no one being helped right now, but they're still trying to block me. It'll be interesting to see if the PD come. I'm just out here documenting, guys.
Audits in Canada. Yeah, I talked to a True North Transparency, guys. If you haven't subscribed, he's got some fire videos. True North Transparency. Go check him out on YouTube. Tell him Anthony X sent you. I chat with him every so often on the phone. We text. We keep in touch. We just talk about auditing, but his channel is growing like wildfire.
A couple of parents calling the police because I'm on a public sidewalk taking pictures and video, not saying a word to anyone unless spoken to. LOL. We'll see what happens.
And again, guys, tap that like button, guys. Let me know. Let me know. Show some support.
Hi, sir. I'm going to leave you alone. I am letting you know that the police are on their way. So, just letting you know.
Well, that's a relief, man. I was panicking for a minute.
He's letting me know the police are on the way. FYI, the Salinas PD have had many encounters with me. They already know my name, my first name, my last name. They know my address, what kind of car I drive, and they don't bother me, guys. Most of their PD are not all great, but there's quite a few of them that are, they just leave me alone, let me do my thing. However, their acting chief at the time, this was, I think they have a new one, very untransparent. They keep denying public records of body cam. Wonder why? Oh, and the police don't show up, though. It's funny how he thinks that they're going to, what does he think? Like, the cops are coming. I'm just going to, I better run away because I'm breaking a law somehow because I have a camera in public. Wow. I guess we're just different generations, guys. When I grew up, back as a youngster, if you saw somebody with a camcorder the size of a shoebox, you thought it was the coolest thing ever. You jumped in front of it and, made some funny faces or something. Nowadays, there's cameras everywhere and the different thing is, there could be a million cameras between the gas stations, the grocery store, dash cameras, Google Earth. No one freaks out, but you see someone holding it on a little stick, all of a sudden it's, like this, guys. You see someone holding it on a little tiny tripod, and all of a sudden it's the end of the world. Oh no, he's got a camera. Crazy, guys, crazy.
You know the police aren't going to do anything. They're not going to get my name. They can't force me to leave. They're just wasting resources when they could be out fighting real crime.
It's entirely possible.
No, but they're not feelings enforcement. They're law enforcement. If I was breaking a law, I would understand. But why would you want to waste resources in a town that has a huge crime problem? You don't think they have other things to do or better things to do? And let's just say they did want to violate my rights. Are you comfortable knowing that they would possibly arrest me or give me a citation for peacefully taking pictures in America on a public sidewalk? Would you be able to sleep at night knowing that? I'm going to take that as a yes, he would.
He doesn't want to answer the tough questions.
I wonder if they have permits for all these banners, these little sandwich boards. Typically on one block, you can only have one sandwich board.
That's usually in a mall-like setting. I don't know about the sidewalk. I'm sure they got permits.
Going inside the little tent there, and that's they're welcome to do that. Probably a smart move on their part.
Nice. I appreciate you watching watching from your phone, watching a computer screen. Good job. Good job. Should have forget. Hey, Mom, I'm just here to complain.
Tiny tent. He thinks he can block me. There's nothing I can't see with him there. Maybe if I was standing there, guys, I'm a big guy. I could block him, but not much he can do. They basically been harassing me, and now they're calling the PD for harassing. Isn't that?
Yeah, so an officer.
I'm going to fast forward, guys. Not much else happens after this.
I wonder if they gave them a hard time. Try to let those people enjoy their lunch. Kind of want to find a bench or someplace to sit down. See if the PD, I want to be in sight, but if the PD do show up, we can go hear what they're saying. Maybe get an incident number. And just make sure it's clear that we can't be run off public property. Got a couple of security guys walking right over there. Taking on a little street session. I'm probably at least 30 feet away, so I can't hear what they're saying. So he's probably like, oh, he's harassing people. He's sticking cameras in their faces. He's violating HIPAA laws, so on and so forth. And the reality is, I was just on the sidewalk, checking out the perimeter of the band, educated them on the phone and told them, like, hey, he's just one of those camera guys or First Amendment auditor guys. Just leave him alone. And they tried to say that I was violating HIPAA laws by standing on the sidewalk, taking pictures. They told me I was enforcement. He was trying to look at. There's a guy over there, literally.
And they never did. I'm pretty sure they got educated over the.
I wonder if they're giving him.
Now look at this, guys. Right here. There's a guy walking around taking pictures. He's got a nicer setup than I do. There was actually one guy earlier that had like I forget what you call it, but he had like one of those things that wrap around your waist, like a stabilizer with like a big, extension with a huge camera walking around. There's this guy walking around. But how come, look at, there he is on the phone. There's the other people. How come they're not giving him a hard time? Is it just because I didn't bring a yellow vest? Do I need to walk around with a yellow vest and magically it'll be okay if I take pictures? What do you think, guys?
Give him a hard time.
Well, guys, I walked around for another 15, 20 minutes. Keep in mind, this is already probably a half hour to 40 minutes from the time they said they were going to call. I even went to my vehicle to rest my back and hung out.
See, look at, maybe I need to start wearing my press pass, guys, because look at, they're not hassling him walking around. Let me show you, I don't know if I have it in here somewhere, but let me see if I can find it. I'm going to make something up. Give me a second, guys. Hopefully I didn't delete it. Pretty close, guys. I'm gonna get a little what do you call badge holder right there. What's it called? A little press pass. I'm gonna get something like that printed up and laminated to wear. Independent journalists official QR code press pass. It's just made up, guys, because there's no official agency that issues these. Anyone can print that up at their house. You can buy a press vest on Amazon, you know. But for some reason, they're not bothering him. FYI, guys, you want to see something funny, go ahead and scan that QR code and let me know what you think. Something funny will pop up.
Just in case they showed up, and they never did. Show a little, he helps me out. Last but not least.
All right, guys, let's get back into another one. All right, I think we're going to wrap this one up, actually. Any last questions or comments, let me know. Just FYI, the PD... Oh, we got Vigil Antioch in the motherfucking house, guys. I've audited with him before. I was just about to leave, brother. Go check out Vigil Antioch. His videos are on fire, guys. He took a break for a while. But he's been out there cop watching, holding accountability over in the Bay Area. We're going to try to link up one of these days. Let's watch one quick little, if you don't mind, brother, let's watch one of his, let's check out one of his little videos for a minute. Give me a second here. I'm trying to type with all my equipment in the way. Now, guys, let's help his channel grow. Vigil Antioch. I've audited with him before. He's a true patriot, guys. He's almost about to hit 8,000 subs here on YouTube. Let's help him reach that goal. Let's help him work his way to 10,000 and further. Let's check out let's check out one of his videos before I go. I was just about to leave. Vigil, if you're still in there, brother, what would be one good, quick, small, short video that you recommend? If I could only play one, let me know if you're still in here. Yeah, I have some little I can't remember, what do you call it, lead yards or whatever you call them. I'm saying that wrong. The little things that hold them. And then I'm gonna get this laminated and put it in there. Let's just find one here. Videos. There's a little tiny one, guys.
Come on, Birdie. I'm 56 years old. I ain't been hit by a car yet. That's medical. Birdie. It's all medical? Is this all medical? Oh, I just don't want to record it. It's somebody in distress or something. Okay. Just so you know, Bert, HIPAA law is going to apply to you. You're not a health worker. No, they don't. HIPAA laws only apply to health workers. It doesn't. That's up to you to protect, not me.
What's that?
The HIPAA laws. Yeah. You said HIPAA laws?
It's for investigation.
Sure. But HIPAA laws don't apply to you or I. They apply to health workers.
Is it HIPAA or HIPAA?
HIPAA.
You're supposed to wear your seatbelts today, right? It looks terrible when you speed off with no seatbelt on. And then I go follow Barkley around, he's writing tickets for seatbelts left and right.
And real quick, guys, so check this out. It's just a cheapy one. I'm going to get some better ones, little lanyard, just like this. Nothing crazy. Says press on there. I need to get a better quality one. These are like little cheapy ones. And then I'm going to print this up, laminated on both sides, and put this basically inside there just to see if that helps ease people's feelings. But definitely, if you're able to take a screenshot and then scan that or click it, check out that QR code and let me know what you think. And Vigil, you still in here, brother? I haven't checked the comments. We are watching one of your clips, my man. Oh, there we go.
Birdie, what are you doing? Seatbelt! God!
West Virginia in the house. Hell yeah. I think I'm losing. Guys, let me know where you're watching from. And make sure to tap that like button, guys.
It's fucking cops, man. Vigilante Arsenal.
All right, guys, make sure to go check out Vigilantioch. Tell them your boy Anthony X sent you. Well, we all know that one. Let's get back out of here.
Hello. Yeah.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap this one up. Thanks for joining. I appreciate each and every one of you. Got any last questions, let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Please show a little love, show a little support by, go do some binge watching, watch some of my videos, leave some comments. And remember, the longer you watch, the more it helps me out, guys. Let's just say you're going to watch a video for 5 minutes. Well, let it keep playing, though. Maybe when you're going to the restroom, taking the dog outside, maybe you're going to go cook some breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Let my videos play, man. The more you do that, the more it helps me out, and it doesn't cost you a darn penny. Thanks for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you, even the little troll bootlickers that are hiding under their bed watching, scared of the world. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.